Ho, whoa, whoa. Who dis? Hello? Is this thing on? Can anybody hear me? Yo, what's going on? It's your homie, Sidewalk Hero, here to play some Dungeon Defenders 2. See, all my windows are good, sounds good. Let's bring the screen up. Music's not too loud. Probably. It's fine, we're fine. Let's see what is going on. Starting a little early. Like half an hour, 40 minutes early. But I might be ending early as well, so I wanted to make up for that by starting early. Plus I was awake, done all the things I needed to do, and just sitting at the computer anyways. Might as well, right? May as well. So I'm sitting on a lot of gear here that I'm probably not going to need. Like this defense power defense crit chance. Do I not have a higher one up in here? Really don't. Wow. Ability power, hero damage. I mean, I don't need this one, right? Trying to, if you didn't know, and you're just seeing this for the first time, and you know the Dryad's coming out tomorrow, I want to make a few of them, and when I do, I want to be able to put gear on them to see what, what I'm working with in terms of scaling and stuff. So I've just been collecting generic loot of different kinds so I can, gear a few of them up. So, like a AP hero damage or a defense power defense crit, stuff like that. But I've got a lot of stuff in here I probably don't need to hold on to. Like, I've got a higher crit one there, right? But this one has crit chance. Okay, so 726 and 693. There's no reason to keep a 693. I got the 726 up there. Hero health is, I look at these and I'm like, I'm probably not going to need them. But what if I do want it? Don't need that. Or that. That's for sure. These are like the same thing. $723. It's something I'll keep instead of this one, actually, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Storm gloves. Ah, there you go. Hero health and hero crit. I have a feeling I won't be needing that. I've definitely got others of that. I just want to make some more room so I can play through the day and not have to worry about it. But, God, my hoarding tendencies are keeping me from doing too much right now. Can I sort by, like, stats on the weapons? Type. I can sort by type, yeah, and that might be helpful. So, all these chess pieces are different. Gotcha. Really, hero crit? Really? We got like every combination. There was a AP hero health. Oh, there's two of them. Perfect. That is one helmet I can get rid of. This is the fun part of the game. It's when you do all of this inventory management. But actually, like, I don't want to do this, so I'm just gonna set this back. And let future me deal with it. There you go. That's a few spaces. I'll be able to get a few runs in. Probably. What did I just do? I heard something shifting. What did I do? It's fine. Yo, Dav, what's going on, dude? How you doing today? So I still want Mystic Gloves. And maybe I can start the day off doing just that. I can. Oh, I can. Oh, I can mooch. Woo! It's everything I've ever wanted. I just want the mooch. Thank you, Public Gate Gods. Oh god, wait, what is going on with the text? Are we dead? Oh, did I just join a lost game? What is going on? What just happened? Oh no! They giveth and then taketh away. So much for that. Holy frig. Well. I guess I'll just build myself? Yeah? Alright, I mean, alright, okay, alright. Let's do that. And by that I mean I'll check the war table, and if there's nothing there, then I'll build myself. While blinking too. Oh, ooh. This looks promising. So let's do this. Play around, you know, kind of like a warm-up. And then we'll get into the real meat of it. The true content. The gear farming that comes before tomorrow's stream. Look who it is. Look who it is. It did say 204 before I joined, and you're at the bottom of the list of my thing. I have a feeling you joined this knowing I was going to join it. Yo, my poison darts are better. Want me to place mine? Oh my goodness. I had someone, I remember a while ago I was playing public games, and I joined a couple seeing the same guy who said the same thing. And it took a few in for us to realize, like, after we actually let him place one, that his poison damage was actually crap. And he actually thought, like, the PDT's, like, regular damage, like, he was looking at that and saying it was better. And sure, like, that DPS stat at the top was better. But, like, I don't think he realized, like, oh yeah, you have 2k on your DPS. I mean, that's great, but it's not useful at all. I mean, these seem pretty decent. 32k buffed? Who cares then? It's not like these are bad, so why would you need to swap them out? The difference between 24k poison and 26k poison damage on PDTs doesn't matter for playing the games. Even less, like, I could do everything perfectly fine at 20k back before I got the stats up. I like this, the double geyser. I say a lot of this, like, they'll zigzag and then the last one will jump to the buff or the buff beam. Is it good or not? Eh. Does it look funny? Definitely. But you know, whatever. Doesn't do it here. Jeez. Does this guy not care at all about symmetry? I guess the point is that the lane over here is, like, really weird pathing. Let me even pull that up. Like, they come out of the gate at an angle, like, swoop. So, like, he's missed almost all of it, but because he don't know without, like, the splines or watching it a lot of times. It's not a bad idea. At least you're, getting most of the enemies that come through. Go. So I'm not sure what kind of stream I'm gonna do today. I kind of started early because I was sitting down, but I actually hadn't put any thought into it. All my thoughts are on tomorrow. And even then, like, I still have no idea what I'm gonna do, because, like, I'm not familiar with everything that's being added in, right? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna structure it. I do know that tomorrow I won't be doing viewer games. I'm pretty sure Keys will also be around, and we'll be doing some multi-stream for it. Man, I'll provide a multi-Twitch link in the chat tomorrow. In fact, I mean, it's already there under the command, but it's not doing too much since he won't be around today. Oh, no. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air on that dagger. So you're right. I mean, I should do my regular pimping out. So let me do that too while I'm just standing here watching lanes. But that, I mean, I'll tab back in while pages are loading. Oh. I have two. Oh, I need two to finish that off. Or finish off one more upgrade thing. Ah! I already cleaned it out. Alright. I'll just have to live with this 148 mana. Gross. So, yeah. Started half an hour early. I'll probably end half an hour early as well. But it'll be approximately the same length of stream as usual. I've got I got asked to sub in for a curling game tonight. Usually, well, usually I say, but I've only gone to one because last week was canceled. I curl on Wednesdays, but there's also a league on Mondays that one of the guys I play with also plays in. And last week he asked if I could join too because they were missing someone, but I wasn't able to. This week gave a little bit more of a heads up on it, so I told him I'd help out. Got that, and there's some other responsible things I'm supposed to be doing. Like job applications and stuff, because, streaming doesn't pay the bills. Well, for streamers like me. But yeah. Got some stuff. Those things plus other things I gotta do. Plus I want to clear up, other things. I didn't want to open my schedule up tomorrow, right? Ideally, I'll be able to spend all day with the patch and streaming. We'll see if I'm so lucky. Oh, come on. These people. And all they're upgrading. Where does the other end of that node go? I don't even see the beam. Whatever. It's fine. It's probably working as intended. Alright, buddy. Let's G up. We got kobolds to appease. As well as snakes. I like this though, but he's using oil geysers. I can respect that. I didn't drop my thing. Oh, let me fix that. Look at this slow Mystic running around. How does it feel to be so slow? I'm saying that because it's Dab Dab. And honestly, I'm probably sacrificing more than it's worth to have Storm Boots on this hero. But, I mean, I just like going fast. I can't stand the base speed, and even if you get, like, appeasement for going faster, the instant you lose, like, your full appeasement, you just feel like you're crawling on the Mystic. It's the worst. Nope, thanks for the crystal. Let me jack that. GG. It's not like it matters how strong you are right now, but it feels damn good to be strong. It feels damn good. It's the faster you can take down it, like solo an ogre, the better it feels, you know. And it's just a thing for fun. I want my daggers to nuke as much as they can. By dagger nuke, I mean, you know, my Dark Torment's dagger toss ability to hit as hard as it can. Yoink, what are you doing dropping a snake coil in there? Riding in to get that clutch snake coil down. Nothing here. Oh, there we go. There's a few over on this side. Let me grab this one. Well, he grabs that one. It's almost like we're working together. GG, whoops, were you trying to ready up? Actually, yeah, let me go fight this ogre, man. Damn, were they DPSing that thing too? He went down freaking fast? What the heck? What the heck? Barely made it out of the gate. Was someone else DPSing it, or is his things really that strong? Maybe. Does have maxed out and buffed up PDTs. Guess. Still seem faster than usual. I guess I did lich it for all of his defenses then to attack it as well. That makes sense. Nah. Y'all fucked up. That's the narrative I'm going with. Y'all done goofed. Alright. So, what do we upgrade now? Buff beams, I guess? Oh. Sure. I don't think it matters at this point. It actually really doesn't. I'm gonna do it anyways. Upgrading the geysers, nice. And the extra little bit of AoE on them. I do it sometimes when I'm using oil geysers. It's nice to get the spread on it a little bigger. It's a slow. It is a nice little slow. Yo, Giant Rocker, what's going on, dude? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Man, I'm not seeing any. They must be like behind the fence over here. Yep, exactly. By them, I mean the one. All the other golds. Usually there's more. Oh. Come when I call. Nice. Big day tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah, dude, are you excited? I'm pretty pumped. Really looking forward to it. That was easy. He's dead. The other one's been dead for a while now. Let's drop this crystal. But yeah, I'm really excited for the patch tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming it, of course, because that's what I do. And I actually wonder, like, what's gonna happen, like, how's it gonna affect streamers? Like, is it gonna be more people watching, or is it gonna be less people because everyone wants to play it? Honestly, both work for me, of course, because I definitely want more people playing, but, you know, my ego also wants more people watching. Hopefully it does bring in a bunch of Terraria people. I've seen both sides, people saying they're excited, like, to try out DD2 and to see the stuff, and others saying, you know, like, they don't really care about the DD2 end, and they're just like the new content in Terraria. So who knows? I mean, if it brings in any more traffic, and it's good, right? No matter how much. We just, yeah. And I mean, yeah, so a bunch of content looks a lot of fun, like a lot of fun content too, which is what's important. And like the boss looks freaking hard. Though I guess it'll probably be easier if you had like 4 people and you know what you're doing. But still, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see it tomorrow, and you know, for the rest of the time after that. But I'll definitely be checking it out. Definitely seems like it'd be an advantage to play that fight as a Dryad though, since you got the double jump and the flying. All those landlocked heroes are gonna have a bit of trouble, I think. Oh, actually, I should be a little more wary of what I'm doing when I talk about stuff like this. Because maybe some people you don't want to be spoiled, but this is it's a channel where I'm kind of assuming everyone's like watched the dev stream and seen the Meet the Dryad video and stuff. And for better or worse, I just want to talk about like the stuff we do know about. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I can't really. Wow, I'm pretty hyped. Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't really matter too much. What is the tier 1? I'm curious now that Buddy's been like, hey, let me play Mon. Your boy Saigon. Let's see. He's not even placing it. Come on, bud. If you're gonna talk the talk, better walk it too. Ah, I see. The heck? I'm starting to think I just kind of want to go back into private games. I don't really like standing around. Though, yeah, you know, I'm gonna leave. Ask your boy Dev here. There you go. There's my answer. Actions speak louder than words. So I don't have a daily at all right now, other than my castle wins, which I'm just holding on to. Because it's a nice medal amount and I don't need medals right now. So, do you have any dailies, Dev? Can kind of influence today's stream if you have some and you don't mind getting a couple of them knocked out of the way. And there we go. What the heck? Wait, hold up. I have 2 boss wins now. And my next daily mission is available in 11 minutes. When I was on earlier, I only had the castle wins, and it said the next daily mission was in 12 hours and 40 some minutes. What is going on? It looked like what it looked like was I missed a daily last night, and then they put it to like regular daily times, like after the 3 daily weekend. Now they just threw one at me, and I'm getting another one in 10 minutes. Maybe my list didn't update properly and I did get one last night, because 10 minutes would be the time where I would expect the 3rd one here, normally, or the, I guess, 2nd one for our double daily weekend. We're defeating any 2 boss maps. Should I roll it? Do it legit? Let's wait to see what the other one is, maybe. So I'll do a map, then come back and check out what the other one is. Because I don't want to stand around for 10 minutes either. That doesn't seem like a whole lot of fun. So on that note, let's go do a map. What map? I'm not sure. But it's probably gonna be Catacombs. I kinda wanna do Blinking, but at the same time, like, we just played Blinking. So I'll do a Catacombs, and I'll try to do a PDT list this time, as well as I've been kinda doing that recently. And we'll see how it goes. I was building sky guards on this map, but I'm not sure I need them. Like, maybe I'll put like 1 near the core, and then I'll just let the Sand Vipers deal with the rest, like deal with them. And if they get past, then that sky guard will help finish them off if they get close. Because, like, if I put the Sand Vipers to the side, the Wyverns should just fly right by them. I mean, I already know the Kobolds are just going to suicide to the Protons, and I'm definitely not doing it Protonless. Let's also get... Well, I know I'm going to use this guy here, so... Pull him out. My goodness, I almost pressed G already. Might as well stick it here. There you go, just a little safety net. now. How am I rocking this right now? I do have Split Vipers on. I gotta be careful when I'm doing builds, like, normally I don't use Split Vipers, so I don't want to get caught, like, using a Split Viper when I don't really want to be. So the last time I did this, with Split Vipers instead of regular Sand Vipers and PDTs, like, I was having one just spontaneously explode per wave. Nothing was attacking it, they were just dying. And I was wasting a lot of mana to like replace and remake them, re-upgrade them, so hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, like I just watched one blow up. And the rest, like the minimap showed no enemies near him. And this has been a thing that's happened for a while, but I hadn't seen it happening for a little while as well. And then it happened a lot when I did the build last. Yeah, but that, like... There's weird conditions to me for that I think may only work in the tavern. And then, like, when you're switching waves and stuff, you don't really get that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they reset when they stop attacking, actually. That's the condition. So effectively, there's no use to doing it. But yeah, I've seen that. I saw that a while ago. Pretty sure it was actually Legion Rictus who showed me that. But the Legion guys aren't really doing too much DD2 stuff right meow. For meow. So let's drop these down as per usual. And the problem with doing this is I don't have my AFK ogre takedowns, AFK ogre killers, which I really like to use because, well, I'd rather just run around and do whatever and have the Sand Vipers take the ogres, but we'll see. I might just put some traps down below, honestly. Along with the protons, of course. So 2 Sand Vipers, 2 Split Beam Sand Vipers, because these are technically double lanes on each of the pathways. Double gates. Let's bat down the regular M for the proton slows. It's probably best to do some other configuration, but I'm just putting the protons down for the slow, more so than anything else. But yeah, we'll have to put some traps down or something. My only worry right now is things are going to get by when Split Vipers are shooting flyers or something. You know, they'll get in, because there's only 6 beams ever going at once per lane. And there's more than 6 enemies that come out at once. So, let's drop a pair of these down in each lane, and then we'll put traps or something behind them. So enemies will get slowed and then stunned on top of the traps. It's a simple little combo. That's where I figure out, like, every lane is tenacious or something. Speedy. That's not going to help either. Anyways, we'll drop those. We'll pull out her, and we'll drop a trap behind him as well. And these are the right ones, right? Okay. Yesterday, during the stream, I was using explosive traps instead of elemental chaos. And was missing out on a lot of DPS because of it, or lane DPS because of it. So I'm gonna have 30 DU left per lane. So what should I use for that last 30 DU that actually makes sense? Like, that's a single line of proton. It's like a cannonball tower geyser trap. Viper's Fang for the bubble. What else is there? There's Monk Lightning Aura. the... I don't think Apprentice has a 30 DU tower, right? Is the Flame Burst is 40? Abyss Lord doesn't have a 30 either. So what should I do? And it doesn't have to be 30. I could do less. I could do like a 21 as well. I mean, it's probably actually better to just redo the protons. So let me see how much I get. So it's 30. Well, I'll take them all out and redo the protons. We're a little experimental today. That's fine. It is a Monday. And Mondays are meant to be slow. So 530, that's 270 per lane, right? That's 90 per lane then? So maybe I'll do something like this. No. Ooh, good call. I can definitely join the Steam group there as well. So let me do that. Actually, in fact, I meant to, and I just never completed all those steps. What if I do something like this? And I think that's 90 per lane, right? We'll see how this goes. I don't know. We might lose. We might not. But hey, like I said, we're experimenting a bit. Yeah, alright. That's a good DU distribution for it as well. I'm going to want to play a bit of Gunwitch and a bit of... Where are you? Mystic, I think. So in theory, we should need to cleanse right away, but we'll probably start cleansing like wave 4 to be safe. Depending on how it goes, but this is another gate build, so pretty close to a gate build. We'll want to max out the Sand Vipers, or at least tier 4 them, and then probably do traps and protons after that. That's mainly for you, DevDev. Since you're the only one in here right now. Oh god, the frame rate. So, I mean, that seems alright. So does this. Let's get rid of this homie. We'll have a few guys getting up the stairs early on. This happened when I did a similar build before. But it's fine, like, they should die to the beams. Been here for 10-15 minutes. That's awesome, dude. I don't really have it set up so I see, like, who's here and who's not here. Unless I'm actually, like, inspecting the viewers from the little bottom list. Or I've got my bot open. Yeah, I saw you in the stream there, bud. But if you haven't finished campaign, I highly recommend that you do that instead of playing these levels. You don't really want to boost you up if you miss out on the experience of the early game. Can you help me? I can't help you with the campaign. I can give you advice, I can, give you tips, answer questions, but I can't help you with gameplay. And I'd really rather that people finish the campaign before they join me in my games on the stream. So it's nothing personal, but I would prefer if you, you know, I don't want to be the one to, like, I don't want to be the reason why someone misses out on content for the game. You know? I'm guessing this is you and your buddy. Well, I don't know. Doesn't seem like you're even still listening to me, so... Yeah, that's awkward. Let's see, let's upgrade that guy. Give us boost. Why? We got EXP. I don't think I can kick them either because they came in as a pair. So let's let it end, and we'll remake here. But yeah. So... it's a situation I actually haven't encountered yet doing this. I don't really like the idea of, I don't really like the idea of boosting like this and stuff, right? So... maybe I'll take a break from doing viewer games. We'll keep Dab Dab here because he's already here. And we'll go a little bit long into this for a bit. And, Cole, if you're still listening, like, it's not personal, it's just I really don't want to be the one to boost people. I just really don't want to be that guy. You know, and it's only hurting yourselves if you join games like this instead of playing through the campaign. So, on that note, let's redo it again, just the two of us. It was a kobold. Dab Dab, do you remember if it was a kobold that raged on its own, or did someone rage it? People can join over my Steam. People, I think, if they join from the Steam group, then it overrides that eye power requirement. So, like, I think your friends list can join you no matter the eye power requirement, and I'm pretty sure joining through the Steam group also overrides it. You kick me from Steam group, fake effing streamer. Well, let's do that a little bit. Holy frick. Oh, did you already give me the mana? Dropped and got it by the time I got into the match? Jeez. So let's try this. Take two. I had one of these guys, right? So you're saying a Cobalt got through. I guess maybe I should just put some dummies up here to catch Cobalts that rage, because with this setup, yeah, I think some of them are rage before they get to the CC train. If they do that, then they're going to be able to get through the stuff. Yeah, I was watching on the map when it happened. I didn't bother to go to stop it because I wanted the match to end. Just drop that there. We'll do the same thing as before. I still think it can work. I don't know what happened with the Cobalt. Because I couldn't watch it, you know, I'll redo the map and try to keep a better eye out on things. Big problems with setups like this too is that, like I was just talking about, if the Cobalt rages outside of your CC, then your CC isn't going to catch it, and you don't got a wall to catch the Cobalt either. It's a big reason why I started using walls on Demon's Lair, because you can't always like control what people do and even what your defenses target sometimes. So occasionally I'd have like my archers rage a Cobalt, and then that Cobalt would get through and cause a mess. And that's more, you know, poor planning on my part, but I'd rather spend the 60 DU on walls in that case, for example. So I don't know if this middle proton was really doing anything. But we'll see. I'm willing to give this one another shot. I'm not sold on it being a bad setup yet. I mean, it doesn't look amazing. But it could work. Move that over a bit as well. Yeah, you guys got a little taste of what I do to people like that as well. Wear the PDT. Not doing a PDT run today. Following your shoes. I'm trying to see just how bad of a run I can make without them. I tried a similar thing just before and actually lost. So we'll see how this one goes. How's it going, dude? Yeah. It is mostly there for the bosses and the enemies that kind of swing wide. Yeah, so maybe it had nothing to do with people, but let's try to make sure we're not attacking kobolds before they like hit the sand traps and stuff. And hopefully this won't happen again, but I think it's definitely a risk. Can't remember, what did I add in at the end? Oh yeah. You know what? Good call. Let me mix this up a bit. Do something like this. We'll see how the DU works out. It's going well. I'm hoping to find things that aren't in the meta, of course, though, you know, here I am still using Serenity Auras, but Serenity Auras are my crutch. And I'm doing pretty good. Just encountered a situation with people from campaign difficulty and like trying to join games. And I told them like I didn't want to be the one to boost people like over campaign and like gear them up and stuff, but I don't know. in the end, I just caused more anger. But other than that, like, going pretty good. Lost the build, but that's to be expected when you're messing around with stuff, right? I should put it in the join command. That's true. I'll rewrite that later, actually. That's a really good point. Oh my goodness. You ever go to, like, press a button that end up actually deploying for your proton cannon? I do that all the time. Like, number 0, finish campaign. Good call. Good call. In fact, I could probably add that line in once we start the map as well. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm happy to boost Alon's. He sounds as long as some mostly Nightmare 3 gear. Man, I'm not reading good out loud. There was a big issue with boosting back in the day. Everyone asked, and it became the biggest pain in the neck ever. Yeah, I feel ya. Exactly. Like, even I could even be persuaded once they get into Nightmare 1, but like, I absolutely don't want to be boosting people like if they're campaigning still. If nothing else, just cause like for their own benefit of experiencing the campaign and learning the game and whatnot. But yeah, like Nightmare 3, you know, they're getting into Nightmare 4. Join my games to help the transition over. That's perfectly okay with me as well. Alright, so last time as well I lost the Sand Viper, and I don't think it was to anything attacking it. It just like to blow up. Alright, so that's 7-10. There's another person who has started streaming, he literally just boosts fresh 50s for 700 gear, and it kind of irritates me. Yeah, I don't really agree with it either. But, like, all we can really do is, you know, spread the message and not do it in our games, right? So I need 30 per lane again. I was in this situation last time. I'm feeling like I should have just done my setup from before. What if I get rid of this thing? So let's get rid of this. Let's throw down our safety dummies. And then we've got 80 left. Another 20 per lane or something? Keep the AA and build real walls. Oh, wow. Are you really dissing my dummies? You really dissing my dummies? We don't have enough damage in the lanes, though. I don't know. Maybe there's another Proton configuration I should be doing. In fact, if I am doing this, this should definitely be a reverse V. Actually, let's do this. Mostly because it looks funny. But it'll save on DU. And it still gets the accomplishment of having 2 protons per, like, side of the steps. So, Tech, can I call you Tech? Anyways, I saw you streamed yesterday, obviously, and I hosted you. But I didn't see you earlier in the week. Are you only streaming on weekends? Now that you're back to streaming DD2? Why do I have her on first? I want... There we go. There we go. So I'll try some traps here, like last time, and I think that's a good setup for them. They slow, they get stunned and on top of the trap. It makes sense in my mind, at least. And then we've got the split beams, of course. That I still haven't gotten gloves to improve yet. I would prefer tech from anyone. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Maybe others if I have the time. Yeah, for sure. Stream as much as you can, right? But it's good to set a schedule and then you know. I'm guessing those days are probably working around class schedules and whatnot. Tuesday and Thursday are good days, though, for sure, in the middle of the week. Especially Tuesday with patch day. Feel you there. That's awesome, yeah. I definitely enjoyed your stream when I was sitting in there. There's been a lot of people streaming recently. I mean, I don't know how it's been too much in the past because I only got into the DD2 Twitch stuff like the past few months, but recently this seems like it's picked up on a number of streamers. But I've also seen a lot of like negativity in streams as well, and your stream was a bit of a breath of fresh air joining that. There's others as well that are great too, but then there's the other side of the track, so I'm happy to see more streamers like you doing it as well again. That and you're not building with PDTs, and I can respect that. Yay, familiar map. This is like my go-to first map of the stream. Like every freaking time. Yo, Josh Tank, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that, man. Are you saying it's a familiar map because it's a DD1 map? I was gonna say, like, if you've been to the stream, you've seen it a bunch, but that's probably not what you're referring to. Yeah, it's a remake of a DD1 map. And it looks real cool. Yeah. I like what they're doing with the remakes, like, clearly the, you know, the layout's good for a defense map, because the first game was great. And then they go and, like, they redo the scenery and the look and feel of the maps. It's both nostalgic and, like, great looking at the same time. We've got an ogre. Let's do this guy. I don't know. A little bit of that. Ooh, extra mana. Thank you, thank you. Let's risk upgrading in the lane. I think we're good. We don't have big over here, but that'll help. Middle finger to PDT. Might as well be having enjoying the game. Keep the salt negativity to a minimum. Yeah, for sure. Map challenges are great. I haven't been doing them too much lately, but back when the Legion guys were streaming a bit more, we would do like get chat to pick 4 builder heroes, and then you'd have to build in DPS with only those heroes. I mean, those are really fun challenges. It wasn't so much like pick the defenses, it was, yeah, like pick the heroes. And you got 4 of them, so you're always getting something a little good in there. Not that I think anyone's too bad in general. Also, Extreme Gaming, what's up, dude? Where should you farm gear? It depends, really, but I guess it depends on where you're at in terms of the game. Like, there's some maps that are better than others for getting gear, but anything with a lot of bosses is generally good for loot drops. Back to the positivity thing, though, with streamers. Yeah, like, I kind of wanted to go the other direction from what I was seeing on the forums and whatnot. And not that, like, I just want to be blind to everything and say everything's great and happy with the game, because, you know, there's problems. But there's definitely better ways to approach, you know, issues with the game and things you don't agree with Trinity, you know. I don't agree with every decision, but overall, my outlook on the game is positive, and I want that kind of environment to come out a little bit more. Where should I farm Gil? So yeah, Tech's right on that mark for sure. Onslaught's pretty good for getting gear. It's just a bit of a time investment. So, you know, be ready to sink in some hours while doing it. Otherwise, like, anywhere with a lot of bosses I find is good. If you can do it, I think Bastille Master is a great incursion for it. You get a lot of bosses from that. Sand Viper was destroyed. Yet, there's not a single enemy near any of the Sand Vipers. Oh, that's the wrong hero. So yeah, I don't think anything like attacked it. In fact, I've even watched defenses just blow up without anything attacking it. It's really quite annoying when they want to be the focus of my upgrades, and they blow up like that. And now I've got to spend all the money again. Yeah, Wyvern's Den 2, though I think the boss numbers got reduced on that, didn't it? Or there's at least 6 ogres, actually. Plus other bosses, so no, you're right, you're right. I don't know why I feel like someone told me that it isn't as good as it used to be. Yo, Tech, thanks for following. I can't remember if I followed you, but I meant to. But when I'm watching your stream, it's usually post mine and I'm trying to do stream related stuff, so I'll get on that for sure. Are you going to be streaming today? That's nice to see. I love that attitude. Like, people go into a map and they're like, oh man, no PDTs. What a breath of fresh air. I did so. Whoa, hold up, Tech. Beyond in about an hour. Yeah, so once my stream's done, and I'll be going for another probably hour and a half. So I'll just hit up the host your way. That's awesome. I like it when hosting works out great like that. So boring. Yeah, so boring to someone there is so OP. Yeah, for sure. Also, yo, Tech. I did it. I started doing it before your stream yesterday. Come on, man. I actually did a whole, I think I did a good, like, 3 or so runs on Forest Poaches yesterday where I was doing different configurations of non-PDT builds. So really, aren't you the one who's copying me? And frankly, I don't like you using my methods without crediting me in your stream title. Nah, it's not good. I actually want to try doing, I think you talked about doing a Mystic only build. I want to try doing that sometime. I haven't put too much thought into it, but you got me interested in it when you were talking about it. Salt. Yo, you want to give us a couple crib notes here on how it works? What's your setup for it? Is it just like, I mean, I assume it's just, you know, wall, maybe 2 walls because bubbles are amazing. Sand Viper or 2, and then a bunch of sand traps, right? I don't know, maybe an obelisk? Maybe a bunch of obelisks. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I have tanky walls and 3 good damage obelisks, I can win any map. I use 1 obelisk. Yeah, the obelisk is great, like, just a little melt wave. And if you got Dew to spare, then a Frosty, but how is it a Mystic only if you're using a Frosty? I'll be interested to see, on a more serious note, if they can get the Inspect stuff working properly for the Mystic Towers. I'd be interested in the Frosty stuff all fixed, which I know the Frosty is supposed to be being fixed in the patch. But I'm interested to see, like, how Frosty affects sand traps and stuff, too. And, like, all the, I don't know. I'm interested to see how anything affects sand traps. I really just want them looking good and inspecting properly. A bunch of obelisks is fine, but 6 volcanoes with cheese. I didn't say a bunch of obelisks wasn't cheese. I just said you could do it. And I don't know, I think you misunderstood me. I don't like cheese, I don't like using it on stream, typically. But it's also fun to think about, for sure. But when I'm playing the game, like, new cheese is one thing. The established, like, volcano cheese is kind of like, it's been done, people are doing it. It was fun to begin with, but, like, I don't want to be relying on that or using it all the time either. Hey, I don't mind other people doing it. You just won't be seeing it on my stream? Instead, I'd rather do crappy setups like this and hope we don't fail miserably. I should have done the front one. Yeah, that one. I think it's hitting more. Oh, that one's already upgraded too. Alright, let's do it. Yeah. My, if you see cheese, then it's gonna come with a lot of salt from me, that's for sure. I don't know. I mean, I talk about it like I thought about it more than I have, and I really haven't put too much thought into it. You see that? I was standing right here. Standing right here. There was nothing shooting up here, and it just dies. Ugh. There's been a lot of Titanfall 2 ads, right? Like, I think that's a pretty common one. But y'all saw that, right? Like, nothing was attacking it. Is it like the ghost? No, the ghosts don't do anything to defenses anymore. They disabled that. I was standing here, yeah. Didn't see anything. I don't know. Am I crazy? Maybe. You're getting Titanfall 2 for the story? I never played the first one. But I haven't heard amazing things. That being said, you know, I didn't try it for myself, so I'm not really going to give it any judgment either. You know, I'm just going to hold on to this mana. If these things drop, I want to be able to replace them. So for the viewer games, actually, I think to avoid a situation like what happened before, I should probably be, like, only opening up to joining during, like, inside lobbies. Oh, this guy definitely got hit by something. Maybe a flyer getting too close? It is a pair of big lanes, so maybe, yeah, some big enemies came out and then flyers came out after them. Who knows? Okay, that ogre's fine. This ogre isn't even getting beams. That's amazing. Alright, I'll let you finish him off. I'll go for this guy. Yeah, that's the problem with this setup. I don't have much ogre takedown going on. A lot of my damage is very conditional with whether the beams target or the traps are set properly at the time. Let's switch to so I can... Oh, no, wait. I don't have a Mystic on, do I? Oh, I do. Whew. That was almost a little bad. Multiplayer story, I was in it for survival. I mean, the gameplay seemed like it was fun from what I saw. Definitely seemed interesting. With Titanfall 1, I haven't seen anything Titanfall 2. I kind of just tab out when the ad comes on and let it play or run its course. Alright, let's see. Yeah, no chest piece. Unsurprising. I think in the past few days I've done over like 20 rounds of blinking and I haven't got a single pair of gloves to drop. Play what? I need more browser options. We need to be able to like set pass-throughs to games and stuff. I think that's probably the best bet in the future. So hopefully that gets added in. Kilmaraz, yo dude, what's going on, man? Alright, my poor inventory bags. Let's see. Pretty sure in private matches you can just kick, there are no votes. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably. Let's see, any other weapons in here? Rail round. Don't really care for rail round. If rail round penetrated more than 3, I'd probably like it. Though it does do more damage than I assume, considering it penetrates. Yeah, you know what? That's worth testing out for sure. I think I can edit that command right now. Let me do that real quick. Excuse me, Ankbot. Please pop up properly. Please respond as well. So just give me a sec here. Let me fix the music not playing as well, because that's kind of annoying when I'm not doing any action. Let's see. How do I edit this? Edit. There we go. So rule number 0, what are we going to call it? I don't know. And I'll probably edit that later. It's cooking poop. Oh my goodness. Please, Genty. Alright, so let's... How about this? How about this? So we don't need that weapon, so let's get rid of that. And there, it's in the rules. So... If you're right about the private game thing, which I think you are, you can just kick the people, like, as the host, right? And I think you're right. Though, sometimes, like, isn't it an issue, like, depending on who's the host, like, who it sets leader to as well? Because, like, I've hosted games before, but then, and you know Keys from stream, he clicked the kick button on me, not even knowing that it would actually kick me, and I got booted from the game. Because he was the arbitrary leader. Though that isn't a problem as long as, like, you're not joining a map together, right? So... As long as, yeah, you're not, like, starting from the tavern together and going in, you don't risk someone else being the leader. I mean, Keys missed yesterday when I wasn't supposed to stream, and Keys said he was busy today, Genty, so... It's fine. He'll be here tomorrow, I think, unless something comes up. He wants to be around for the Dryad stream. So, let's try a different map. Let's do some... Let's try, Demon Slayer. This is one of the few maps I haven't tried yet without PDTs, so let's see how this one goes. You have something in your mail. Well... It's something I definitely don't check nearly often enough. Anyone know what time they patch tomorrow? I don't think they said when exactly. Usually they try to get it done early, but anything can change with updates, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's from the Burning Souls costume pack. It comes with a bunch of, like, festive stuff or whatever, and I'm not bothering to open it because right now it's just going to be inventory space filler. I really don't need a bunch of fireworks and masks at the moment. So I'm just leaving it there. Because I don't know how it's going to stack and my inventory is a little iffy at best. You know what, maybe I'll do... Actually, I'm going to do something a little different than that. Let's bring you out, let's bring out... you as well. So I'm gonna do some bubble walls here. I'm actually gonna put some sky guards in for the flyers. And I think, I mean, it's usually just a couple of wyverns, right? So I think like a pair of sky guards will be fine. And we'll set it here, so that way it'll both... Well, actually, let's move it forward, because the other idea with the Sky Guards is that they'll attack the things that get bubbled, right? Oh, it was more than enough to reach, so... Let's do that. That. If the flyers get too close, they'll attack the ones from the other lane as well. Use the straight... You might want to try retyping that, bud. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to tell me. The twin archers. I usually do do archers on this map, and I think I still will. I just want to see how the DU works out first. But I kind of wanted to mix it up, do something fun with the bubbles. But typically what I'll do is, like, I'd have a PDT shooting down. Serenity over here, you know, with some protons, and then I'd line this railing with 4 archers. And I did the same on the other side, and it's actually great for helping the lanes and air. So let's do something like this. But yeah, I just want to try mixing it up. I've been trying to use Skyguards a lot more recently too. Because I think they're actually not bad as an air defense in their current state. Like, the damage isn't bad. It's got the slow on it now as well. I've been using it on several maps. If you were watching yesterday, I was using them quite a bit. So we've got that. Let's get some split beams going. And I might do 2 per lane. So something like this. And this. I mean, even without thinking about it, I know there's probably better builds, but I don't know. I kind of want to go on the same, like, build theme that I've been doing for the other maps as well. Of, like, split beams, Skyguards, Proton Serendiors. So we'll put that there. My Serendiors are going to be a little bit low on range because I'm using the hero damage boost. And I assume I'll have enough DU to put one down at our DPS location. I do this on my regular build as well. It helps out, you know, with like EV2s that want to just stand down there. I meant for melee in front of Twin Dark Zone, then line archers in between them. I'm confused by that statement. Alright, 3 lanes, 110 left. Honestly, like, I might just go with this. I don't think we really need anything else. Well, why don't I do this? Technically, you did it without PDT. That's true, I did do it yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. We did this map with just 3 mauls and DPS. It was actually quite tense, but we managed to do it. Took a few tries. But yeah, we just had 3 mauls, we leveled them up as much as we could, and we just DPS'd. It was pretty fun. So I guess I'll run it. You can help freeze it. Let me grab my runner as well. And then we'll upgrade a bit. I think this is fine. We'll do those. And each of the Skyguards, and I think we should be okay. Sand traps isn't a bad idea. If I find, like, maybe the Skyguards are too much. There's definitely different variations, but let's see if this works. I think we should be okay. My only real worry with this is early raged kobolds, but eh. Oh my goodness, the frames. Thank you for blowing that thing up for me. My frame rate just tanked there for a sec. So this should be pretty easy. Oh, we've got him as EV2 as well, yeah. No problem at all. So, we'll check the wall HP, and that's typically how I decide if the build's good, is how much damage the walls have taken. And I think we're fine. This looks good. The one over there looks good. This guy took a little bit, but hey, kobolds are gonna kobold, right? Or actually, it was probably just from the fireball, now that I'm looking at the amount. So yeah. No big deal, no big deal. A little bit of flyer insurance, and yeah, there we go. Let's head on to the next wave. That's attacking a little sooner than I like. You probably get raged kobolds that way, but overall it's okay. Especially since this wall is, or this, oh no, if you die, how am I supposed to get my freeze for the thing? It's okay. Luckily, I'm used to solo play. And yes, that was a masturbation joke. My only, oh my goodness, he's glitching too. My only problem with doing this build on this map is that I'm not standing around to, like, watch the defenses in action. I can't really see, how everything's going. I mean, we're not dead, so clearly it's going decent, right? Broom didn't activate. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's getting hit. I think the damage on the wall was probably from fireballs. The setup seems pretty good. Let's get that freeze, homie. Freeze and shatter. Cursor to get some extra movement speed, because apparently we're speed running. And my Mystic is on my 2 slot, I think. No, wait, I want EV2. There we go. So, first time doing anything remotely like this build and it went well. That's a very good sign. My only problem with doing this setup is that now I've got to go back and tell Reich that split beams are actually pretty decent. Though when he was using them with PDTs, and I was telling him, like, that's really not necessary. Alright, so that's pretty good. I'm not gonna do Bastille Master yet without PDTs. Like, that'll actually take a little bit of thinking beforehand to figure out what I want to do. But I'm sure it'll be something similar. Maybe a pair of Split Vipers for lanes instead of a PDT, a Bubble Wall, and some Protons and Serenity. But I'm probably not going to do that. So I can do Altar next. Which isn't really saying much. The only worry I have with doing a setup like this on Altar is that if, like, the beams start attacking the assassins, they're probably not going to do anything and just continuously attack. And I'm not sure how they work with them. Because I've seen Frosty Towers, like, sustain beams on the assassins, and that doesn't do anything. Anything's... If it wasn't easy, it wouldn't be called cheese. You can do Altar with just Proton. You can do Altar with just walls. Altar is, like, the easiest map. Side, try for a partnership. Yo, dude, I'm with you on that. I mean, the dream, right, is to be able to do this full time, but that's unrealistic. That being said, you know, I'm gonna keep streaming, and if people watch, people watch. If I get enough viewers, I'll apply for a partnership. If I don't, I don't, and I'll just keep doing it for fun like I've always been doing. For fun and good vibes. See, Altar's pretty easy in general. But that being said, like, I've already done all the other maps except for, like, Bastille. I don't really want to do Bastille. If you partner, I will sub. Well, that's good to know, dude. Thanks for the support, either way. Just a Cats, just a Demon Slayer. I'm not going to do Bastille yet, because I'm too scared. We can do non-750s, I guess, right? I'm not going to do a Malthius, though, because I'm saving onto my dailies. Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. Alright, so before we went into, I think, Catacombs it was. Before I did anything today, it told me I had, like, another one coming at midnight. or 1 p.m. my time, which is midnight Eastern. And then I did a map, and my 2 boss wins popped in here. And then it said 11 minutes to my next one. These dailies are all over the place. Yo, dude. If you're sucking up to me, then it's working. I'm blushing right now. Oh my goodness. Yo, but thanks. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, we can try some non-750 maps. Like, we can do a Griblocks or something. I don't know. I'll let DavDev pick. So no Bastille because of reasons I just said. Not Power Surge because we already do that without PDTs, so what's the point? Gridlock is fine. Alright, let's just do a Gridlock. I might try to do my normal build on Gridlock, but I'll take the PDTs out because I kind of like my setup for that map. We'll see. We'll see. Let me think about it while we go for like 20 hours of loading screens here. Do I gate build or do I turtle build? Think. Do I do Protonless as well? I did Protonless I think the other day, and it's not that hard. You just put your like Skyguards down here, and the Kobolds aren't ever gonna rage on them. Let's do I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. So we'll start with like the regular ingredients and work our way towards it. Let's drop some walls in. And we'll pull them back a little bit too. The only really risk of pulling them back is, I guess, a Gridlock getting by. He doesn't seem to care about walls, so just walk around wherever he wants to if he physically can. So let's drop this one, like, here. That gets some good Serenity coverage. And we'll drop this one over something like this. And that covers both lanes just fine. We'll do some split beams, of course. Put them kind of behind the walls, but not like immediately behind them, because we don't want javelin tossers killing them, basically. This one's actually awkward. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. The range is actually already stupid good on them, too. My issue with doing a build like this is that even with protons, like, these things' range is going to get so high that they're going to attack Kobold Flyers before I'm ready for them to get attacked. Like, if I upgrade this a few times, that's going pretty far out there, right? Like, all the way up to, like, this rock out here. So let me set up these lanes kind of to compensate for that. And I'll just guess at the other ones. I don't want to bother upgrading, replacing everything. That would be good to know. But, so you'd think like all this range would actually like make it easier and make it better, but I find the range on the Sand Vipers to actually be a bit of a problem for the reasons I just described. Get myself into trouble with flyers because of it. So, speaking of flyers, let's put down some Skyguards. Drop this guy, like, here, probably. And we'll drop this one. I don't want it too far forward, but I don't want it right next to my defenses either. So maybe I'll do this, and I'll shift these slightly forward. There, that should be fine. If a Kobold rages on this thing, it's not going to hit the Sand Viper. Though if it rages on the Sand Viper, it's definitely hitting the cart. There's way more thought going into this than there really needs to be. Not to mention, this Split Viper is definitely going to be shooting that enemies in the side lane there. Let's move it here. Y'all are probably like, why does this matter? Why are you taking so long to build? Alright, so that's 40 left. Is there something I can sell to get some DU back? No, I kind of like what I've got. I wanted another 20 for, like, the lanes, but it should be okay. I can redo protons. Yes. You only have 50 Stellium shards? No? I don't know, I haven't really looked at that stuff in a while. That's like, the old, like, eggs as evolution material, right? Like when you let the eggs rot or something. And I don't remember... No, I thought they stopped using those as materials. There we go. So that's 100. Let's put in some traps of some kind. And I mean, we're at the same, like, DU in the end, but we'll be fine. It's okay. I'll draft that one there, because I have a feeling this Sand Viper's gonna have some targeting issues. Three, four, five. Let's do those guys one more time. I was down to 50, so I made a whole bag, but I'm still at 50. Yeah, I don't know the answer, dude. But let's try this out. Hopefully we're okay. But we got 2 Skyguards, and we do got bubble walls, which is kind of like a bad idea if you want to use Skyguards as your anti-air. But I think we'll probably be fine. Yeah, these, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I probably should have upgraded this big lane first. Like, focused on the lane that, is gonna have issues. And by issues, I mean, like, kobolds and whatever. Gridlock's Horde. So much for raging. Then gets picked up by a bubble immediately. Yo, Dab, careful with your upgrades. That thing isn't gonna shoot while it's upgrading, so let's be a little careful there when we start it. Is the game still in alpha? It isn't in version 1.0. I don't know what they're calling it, but the game isn't officially, like, done, released yet. There's still more stuff they need to do, more revamp work, bug fixes, and content that they're all really pushing out recently as well. I know that's why I booked Wave. Yeah, for sure, dude. Just making sure. I don't know what you're thinking, so I'm just, saying it. And that's less for you and more for people in general to know. Your actions were just a cue for me to bring up the topic. But yeah, if you mean if it's not released yet, then yes. If you're actually asking about, like, alphas, betas, version numbers, I don't know. I have no idea, Josh. I don't know anything about Titanfall. Look at all this mana. Let's upgrade the traps. I think the traps are going to be a big part of this build. Like the front trap of each lane. It's definitely going to be what, like, mass damages the first group of kobolds and really sets it off, I think. You stop playing before the level cap increase. Yeah, at the same time, that was the same time as the wipe, right? I started playing just after it went from 25 to 50, or not long after. So I wasn't around for the wipe either. It's not fully released yet, but there's been a lot of content since that time. Quite a decent bit of gameplay changes, of course. Whole campaign revamp. And they're going to be working on endgame stuff. We're going to be seeing endgame changes in the near future, I believe, as well, within the next few months. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that timing. I don't think we're going to be seeing, I don't think we're going to be seeing any wipes anymore. I'm pretty sure that's just done. Because I know the wipe actually hurt the game quite a bit in terms of people like not wanting to come back after it and stuff. You want to come back? Yo, it's a great time to come back. So they revamped the campaign like 2 months ago, and now I think it's pretty fast to do. It's a lot more fun than it used to be. I've heard it's decently challenging as well. You'll probably want to play on the hard version though, since you played the game before. And when you're done, it gets you to level 50 like right off the bat, and you go straight into Nightmare. Which, you know, getting to level 50 after the campaign I think is the right way to do it. I'm not positive on my feelings. Like, I'm not really sure what I think about doing like Nightmare 1 right after, or if it was a bad idea to take out the middle levels. But getting back into it is probably easier now than it would have been 3 months ago. I'm gonna upgrade the traps, I think. Probably won't bother with that front or that back one though. I guess, yeah, traps and protons. You don't really see me tier 5 defenses. I don't really think it's worth it, even with your best ones. Like, it's better to tier 4 them and then work on something else, in my opinion. And there's no, like, math behind it or anything. But it's expensive, and you don't get a lot. Yeah, so I'll have to try this sometime, no protons, and see how it stacks up. That's the big question, like... Well, the biggest worry, always with kobolds, right, is that they're going to aggro onto whatever you have shooting at them. And Skyguards, I guess, aren't really ever going to be good until they're able to take out kobolds safely. And you can usually get around that, like if you use terrain to your advantage, right? You'll put like a Skyguard. I could build further up and then put Skyguards down here, and when they rage on the Skyguards, they'll run into the walls in the terrain. So the last time I actually did this map without PDTs, that's what I did. I built a gate build, and I put Skyguards down in here. Though at the time I was also doing a lot of weird defenses, like I'm pretty sure I used Ramsters and Lightning Auras. And that was, I mean, we won, but it was a little messy. Ramses is so hard to place, like I think their range got reduced, so I had to keep them pretty close to the walls in order to get any kind of real coverage of the lanes. Eventually, I'm pretty sure I had like a Ramster up on this lamppost shooting back this way. I was just praying that no enemies aggroed on it. Squire defenses are OP. I actually really like all the Squire defenses. It's not used a lot for anything recently, but you'll see me using ballistas quite often. I think cannonballs are pretty okay too, and I use dummy walls all the time. Are there more players now since it went free? I don't have access to the numbers, but it seems that way, for sure. Oh, that, I did not mean to do that. I don't know. I got enough to like tier 1 these guys, or tier 2 them. We good. But yeah, I'm certain there's more people playing. There's actually a crossover patch with Terraria that happens tomorrow, which is also with the intention of getting more players playing. And I'm really looking forward to that. Both for, the content of the patch, but also I do think, the game only benefits with more people joining. Or, in general, it's positives. Eventually we'll get a lot more, in the near future, we'll get a lot more people in, or not more for our games that maybe don't know all the components of the incursions, because they went through just defense maps to get up to Nightmare 4. But overall, I think it'll be a great experience. And hey, I don't mind teaching people, the specifics of maps and mechanics and stuff like that. I mean, that's why I stream. So. But maybe that's just me. Also, look at this ogre go down. You guys like this crit witch damage? I like it quite a bit. Excuse me, wall. So this was pretty easy. I mean, I didn't expect it to be hard. It's probably one of the easier incursions. But it's got a nice variety of things in here to look out for. Do you know when they're adding PvP? I don't know if they are adding PvP. I'm pretty sure they're just focusing on, like, the core of the game up to release, and who knows what'll happen after. The first one had PvP, and I know there's guys on the team who are interested in that kind of gameplay on the, like, trendy dev team, right? So, I mean, I can't promise anything. I'm just a streamer, and I haven't heard anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if, new modes got added to the game in the future that had PvP in them. But, like I said, don't quote me on that. I was doing research, what did I miss? Oh, nothing, just me winning the map. By that I mean, up to like 4. There will not be PvP, not at all? Yeah. PvP sounds scary. Originally it was gonna be a MOBA, but they kinda got rid of that completely. No MOBA for this. I don't know. Pretty sure, yeah, like text saying there's no PvP planned. There won't be a PvP. So, yeah, don't expect it. Let me just upgrade this thing, because why not? What I should have done is found Gribby's laying there and placed some sort of defense to deal with him. Now I actually have to shoot him myself. What a pain. It's no big deal. Alright, so what map next? What map next? We are at 2 my time? We got a couple more maps. I got a couple more maps in me for the stream. So, is there anything anyone in the chat would like to see done? I won't be doing Bastille or Power Surge, and I don't really want to redo maps I did earlier in the stream. So, we can discuss it, but I'm going to be doing PDT-less builds again. doing another build without PDT. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I could do a Blinking, because all I did was mooch a game earlier. I didn't build it myself. Or, actually, let's do a Chrome enemies. Because that's a common one. Though admittedly, Chrome enemies scares me a lot with the flyer lanes. Because there's nowhere to hide my Skyguard. In 7 weeks, will you be willing to help a kid level up? In DD2, I don't have any intention of carrying people through the campaign. But if you're looking for advice or just general questions you wanted to ask and stuff, I'm always willing to help with questions. I just don't want to be actively carrying people. RS for life, what's up, dude? Bastille would be fun though without PDTs. The only reason I'm not doing Bastille without PDTs is one, because I want to put some thought into what I'm doing, and I haven't done that yet, and two, because it actually kind of scares me. Can you show the map where you get the medallion for Monk Purge Evil? I mean, the medallion you want is one that has Idle Flow on it. The slow passive, right? That can drop on, that just has a chance to drop on any medallion. And you can get medallions anywhere. Your best bet, I mean, really, is to play Demon Slayer. Even, well, that depends, because you don't get many drops on that map, but on Demon Slayer, it has a small chance to drop a really high eye power medallion. That being said, you should probably just play any maps in general. There's no guarantee of getting the passive, even if you get a medallion to drop. What part of Canada do you live in? I live on the East Coast, East Coast, Canada. RS for life 902. Oh, look at you. You're probably Nova Scotia. Eh? I'm New Brunswick. Let's see. Where is that sword? There we go. That's not particularly good. So we'll be fine. Part of Canada. It will be Christmas for me in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, it'll be Christmas. Oh, don't... Really? Oh my goodness. Holy crap, you're right. It's coming up really soon. Holy frig, I have Christmas shopping to do. I did not, like... It never sunk in that, like, Christmas is actually right around the corner. Oh god. I've got a lot of shopping to do. The icon with the 3 buffs to have indicates... Okay, so, let me rephrase. Having the Mystic out with a certain minimum appeasement buffs all your towers. Everything that you built on the map by 9%. Having above 50% appeasement gives you the triple buff icon that buffs all your towers by 18%. I'm not positive on those values, I've just got those numbers from a Juice Bags video on the topic. And I mean, I trust it. But yeah, it just buffs your towers. So actually, let me show an example here. We've got apparently a bunch of mystics. So we have my Proton here. Its damage is 2305 with a Mystic out. If I could actually get the Mystic. It's now 2766. The DPS went from like 17 point something to 18.9. And so that's what the triple buff icon is. The other buffs I think are cooldown, and I think the other one might be like a lifesteal or something. I'm not positive on the middle one. I think at one point I had someone tell me and I just forgot what it is. But yeah, just having your Mystic out and active buffs all the things that you built by 9 or 18%. I can't remember when the 9 drops off, if it does at all. Because I don't think I've ever had less than like 30 appeasement. Or at least I've never had less, like, the minimum and been paying attention to the buff icon. I'm probably too busy worrying about dying from losing all my appeasement. So, we'll bring out you. We don't want that one. But we can still do protons on chroma enemies. They won't freeze, but we'll still get the slow. And that's pretty good. First, let's check the inventory down here as well. I got space, right? Yeah. I got enough for a chrome enemy's amount of gear. So let's go do that. And see how bad I can mess this one up. I'm a little worried, like I said before. I think there's chrome kobolds, and I don't think I have much terrain to hide my PDTs in for when they get close. So I might have to get fancy with like my Sand Viper angles. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. Is I'll have my Sand Vipers also facing the flyer lanes with the PDTs, and we should be fine. Oh god, please don't die. Oh, we're good. Also, a little warning, starting off this map, I get the worst frame rate on this map. And by that I mean it's my worst frame rate. Not the literal worst of anyone, but it can look pretty bad at times. So let's set up this Serenity so that it also slows the flyers if they come in close enough. And we'll just drop one down here and in the middle as well, and switch the hero out for something else. I can probably do something similar over here, right? Like, I'll drop it here, and then if flyers get really close, they'll get a little bit of a slow from the Serenity Aura. And I think they slow flyers as well. I don't know. No real reason to believe they don't. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Alright, that actually shows me nothing. I do know they're a little to the side over on this part though, so let's do this and this for the slows. For the bottom lane here, we'll do a bit of a V pattern. And this is just for lane coverage, because the pathing's a little weird out of this gate as well. I'm not a big fan of this map just because of the side lane. I think it's a little too short with the range of Nightmare for ranged enemies. You basically, like, either risk your core getting hit by, like, kobolds exploding on your wall, or accept that your ranged enemies are going to be hitting your walls, like, almost no matter what. I don't know. That's kind of eh. Let's drop one of those down there. Alright, and for this, we'll get the lane, and that'll also attack flyers. See if we can do the same up here. Get the lane, and that'll hit flyers as well. I might still put in some more on top of that. We'll see. Let's also drop this Skyguard. Maybe I can do something cheesy like this. And we'll, speaking of cheesy, yeah, okay. That actually covers their path quite well. Now the ones on this end, they also take an odd path. They'll come in around like this. So, actually, what I'm thinking is I'll pull this guy back. And I'll bring this guy maybe back here a little bit. In fact, maybe even like here. We'll stick this guy, like, I think maybe just behind the wall as well. I don't know. I think I worry too much about the position of these towers when I do the builds. And that should be good. Now, let's get my favorite form of projectile CC in the game. Can I walk up that lip? There we go. Get some ballista action here as well. And then we're left with 150. That's, 3 lanes, 150. That's 50 per lane. I could do traps. I could do a blaze balloon in each lane, which kind of combos well with the oil harpoons. I could just straight up do... I don't know. I hope D2 is going to be free to play at Christmas. If you're on if you're on PS4, I don't know the answer to that. I know it is free to play on PC right now, though. Or it has been for a while. But for PS4, I don't know if it would go free to play or not. Or you just do a pair of traps and leave it at that for now. Because there's still going to be some DU left over next wave, so let's do that. Or actually, we want some more CC, right? Let's do blaze balloons, and then I'll put a I'll actually put a oil geyser in there for CC after. We'll stick that in front of the blaze balloons. Why not, right? We'll get some extra oiling going on from the harpoons, and then some oil with CC from the oil geysers. And we'll see if this is a horrible idea or not. I'm getting PC for Christmas, not the little black box PC, PS4. Yeah, this game is completely free to play, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And actually, this is the perfect DU for oil geyser per lane. Oh god, I misclicked, and I'm alive. God, that snipe thing is such a lifesaver. So I have no idea if this is going to work out. I'm actually quite worried about the setup. But hey, I mean, the middle lived. That took a little bit of damage. Bottom seems more or less okay. How are the Flyers doing? I guess is the big question, right? They're already getting aggroed from back there too by the Skyguard. So I think I'll try to help deal with them right now because I haven't put any upgrade levels into them yet. Okay, so here's the worry. This is where I think I'm going to lose stuff. Ooh, speaking of losing stuff, I almost lost my life there to the kobolds. Alright, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. That was actually quite perfect. So you can upgrade Sand Vipers Dav Dev. Upgrade them a couple times or whatever you got mana for. I'm gonna put a couple into Skyguards and put the geysers down. Yep. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You mean blocked location? No, I saw a green. Perfect. Okay. Like, I set that blaze balloon back so I'd have a spot to put my oil geyser, and it wasn't letting me put it there. What is going on? Alright. Bring out the safe DPS here. Sand Vipers are looking good. Ballistas, don't put more than one upgrade level into them. I don't think it's worth it for the DU cost past one. But I definitely like the one level. And yeah. We'll get Sand Vipers to tier 4 and then probably do like Blaze Balloons maybe. I don't know. Maybe Protons, because their damage is still good, even without the freeze. Bringing the Sky Guards up maybe another level as well. Look at that. Doesn't do anything. Chrome enemies, please. Sand Viper was destroyed. Down here. Wonder what happened. Did it explode like it does on other maps, or was it actually a legit death? I'm gonna move this thing back, though. The Sand Viper positioning over there is actually kind of a bad idea. That's where I do with my PDT build, and I put one Sand Viper for the Ogre down here. And honestly, like, the lanes aren't even bad without them right now, because we've got Blaze Balloons and Harpoons going. And they seem to be doing a decent job on their own. 32 kills on this Ballista. 0 on this Sand Viper, which probably has more to do with just how the damage is done. Like how damage is dealt. But that's interesting. This Skyguard only has 1 kill. Oh, that's damage taken, not enemies killed. I'm an idiot. Also, thank you, Nathan3018. Thank you for the follow. So this Sand Viper, for some reason I thought that was supposed to say enemies killed, forgetting that these things have a huge, like, inspect bug. This thing probably has been killing a lot. As well, 40 on that, 13 on that Proton, and 21 on this one. Okay, that was definitely... Alright. Let's get funky with this then. I'm gonna put it up on the tree, I think. If I can place towers up there. Yeah, dude, don't worry. I'm standing right here and watching it. I know it went down. Can I put it up here? That's the big question. Because if I can... Oh, I remember. You can't put them on trees. It's such a wasted opportunity. I remember, like, the first time doing this map thinking, man, it'd be so cool to place these things on trees. And then I couldn't put them on any. Like, I couldn't put defenses on any of them. Welcome, Nathan. Yo. I'm pretty sure you meant to say to the club, right? The sidewalk crew? I don't know. People always, like, come up with names for their stuff. Yo, just thanks for the follow, dude. Let's do you. Why not? And... I don't know. You. And we're good to go. So, hopefully this is fine. If I had like 10 more DU, I would probably improve the wall in the middle, probably use a different wall. That being said, I could just bring the, whatchamacallits together, right? Yeah, maybe I'll do that next time I do this build. So instead of a dummy here, I'll put a regular wall and bring the Protons together. Because it seemed like once they get to this point, I can join them here, and they'll come together to attack the dummy. Part of the issue in this lane might actually be the kobolds running through this open area without the slow. Also, this Skyguard seems like it's doing just fine without the Sand Viper helping it out. Though it's only shooting one, so its targeting is... Okay, there we go, there's 2. Targeting might be a little off. Though still, this Sand Viper is hitting the flyers. Let's take this guy down. That's bad. Those kobolds didn't give a crap. Oh, they didn't care at all about the dummy. Watching it on the minimap happen? Yeah, I think there was actually a pair of them that went by. Oh, that is so dumb. Otherwise, the build seemed okay, but it, like, ran around. Not just the dummy, but it ran around these defenses as well, right? Or did it come from the mid lane? I'm pretty sure it was the bottom lane here, right? Or was it mid? I checked the YouTube, or not the YouTube, I checked the Twitch replay there, but it's already gone past that point. Oh boy. Oh bother. It was the boss lane, yeah. So there was actually like a wall of defenses there too, that it just somehow managed to squeeze through. That's a little ridiculous. So I actually missed the comment there. Have they changed health on proton beams? Feels like it drops faster now. If you're talking about like mine specifically, I have no defense health into them, like absolutely none. So I'm repairing those things all the time. Anyway, so it looks like this build will need some more work. Let's tavern it up and switch it up for something else. I've got one more game in me before I end the stream here today. So let's go do maybe an altar or something. I hate farming tokens. Yeah, the defender medals. It's rough, you know? Especially with like they got like the extra daily quests, but I don't know. I think I liked farming a little bit better when it was 3 times from map rewards. Excuse me. So let's see. We're gonna do one more map. Let's just finish it off with an altar. And we'll do my typical altar build. Because, well, I don't want to do something risky for the last map of the day, just coming off a loss as well. We'll just do something pretty normal. That was pretty ridiculous though, those kobolds going through. Though I was looking at the Skyguard at the end, and that thing actually took quite a bit of damage from I don't know what. But I think I need to reposition that one as well, because it wasn't doing its proper multi-shot for a lot of it. And it probably, like, tagged a kobold that got around the tree it was hiding behind. I don't know. I'll have to watch the VOD, actually. I'll probably check out the VOD after the stream and see what happened, because I'm really curious. The setup seemed like it was pretty okay. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to use Blaze Balloons, because they're not really very good in their current state. A lot of the passes on the Blaze Balloon blow don't actually work. So we'll see. 80 runs of Lair. Oh my god. Remember though that there's actually a daily cap to how many medals you can get from mission rewards, or not quests, but like map rewards. And you can't get more than 2,000 medals a day. So that's not including daily missions, unless something changed very recently. And it seems like it might be a lot, but back when they were doing like 3 times medal weekends, like you could actually hit that pretty easily. That's why 80 runs. You expect me to do math? Please, that's what calculators are for. Come on, bud. I ain't about that math life. So I think I'm still looking for a EV2 ring, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll have to remember to switch to my EV2 at the very end. Let's drop a couple more PDTs and then we'll be good to go. Not a particularly difficult map, especially if you're abusing the meta like this. Someone knows how to place beams. What does that mean? Was I doing it? Like, is there a wrong way to place them? I want you, and I want you. Yeah, luckily we're not doing 3 times. 30 runs of Demon Slayer honestly isn't that bad. Impressive with my speed, I guess. Yeah. Well, it's probably more to do with just how often I do it. I think it was probably talking about like, zigzag is wrong, eating up my tower cost. Yeah, for sure. You don't need to zigzag. Your proton beam's like actual damaging area I think is a lot wider than people realize. So like you don't actually need to zigzag to get good lane coverage. You just need to have like half an idea of where enemies walk. Oh, sneaky. And yeah, if you're zigzagging, they definitely don't like cover as much of the lane in terms of like distance, right? Like if you're putting them angles, they're not gonna go as far. It'll end like here or something if I had zigzagged them. That being said, I definitely have like way more proton on this map than I need. Like a lot more. Just day one, before I knew anything about this map, this is the build I used, and I've been using the same one since. I missed my first shot. Ugh. This is why I still EV2 Harbinger DPS. I missed so many shots. The grind in D2 makes me want to go back to DD. Yeah, that's fair. But don't be gone for long if you do leave. They're going to be doing inventory and looting revamps and all that stuff too in the future, so I think we're going to be seeing some improvements in that respect as well. Some very, very minor, subtle hints about it in the recent dev stream. So, someday. Oh, I did make the jump. Whew. And apparently I didn't pick up the book. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Assassin. Please get out of my hair. Like more build variant and content? Build variant, I see. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't like grinding for gear in this game, because, like, it's I don't know. I'm not quite sure what you're looking for. I didn't play enough of the DD1 endgame to really compare, because I was in university at the time, and it took up... I mean, I just didn't have time to game, really, when that game came out. But I played it a bit. But I think it will be getting better in general in the future. I just don't know if it's what you're looking for. Alright, this is going pretty fine though. Let's see, where's this last homie? Down below? Got him. Alright. Where's these last wyverns? It's so weird. I wish they had their own map icon. I'm still not used to seeing it. Trendy, please. I don't know, whatever. Nothing needs to be upgraded anymore. Let's just waste mana. The one map where, like, you get to wave 4 and it's like... You even finish, like, wave 2 and it's like, alright, I mean... We're more than fine now. We've been fine, actually. Like I said, I already build too much for this map. A change I'd actually like to see for this map would be for the Dark Prophets to have more HP. I think they should be a little closer to Lava Guardians than they should to just like a healthy Orc. Yeah, these guys have like 600k HP on them. How much did the Dark Prophets have? They have less than an Orc. That doesn't feel right. Oh my goodness, I got stuck under the freaking things. Oh, please let me spawn in time to switch. Please let me spawn in time to switch. Oh my god, no! No, stop shooting! Yes. We're good. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. I almost paid the price for me being an idiot. But we good. We're safe. Alright. I mean, in all likelihood, I didn't get a ring anyways, knowing my luck. Oh my god, I got one. Who am I? Oh, it's got no big boy on it though. I really want the big boy. Hey, let's hold on to it. So I got one. It's not exactly what I'm looking for though. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I need to have it confirmed for me though, if big boy on weapon and ring stacks. So we'll see. Maybe. But that's a problem for future me and someone else to figure out. Because that's going to be the end of my stream for today. It's ending pretty early, but I've been going for 2.5 hours now, and that's my usual streaming length. But ending early because I started early, ending early because I got some stuff I want to get done this afternoon, and plans this evening that I need to get those things done before I go do. I don't know about a stream tonight. Like I said, plans this evening. I've got a curling game tonight, and that's 6:30, so I won't be home until like after 9 my time at least. So we'll see, and like I'm gonna be completely wiped. Like I'm pretty out of shape, and that game drains me. So I wouldn't expect to stream tonight, but who knows? I might turn something on for fun. Maybe if I see no one's streaming DD2, I might try to fill the gap if I'm playing. But what's important is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the patch, so the Terraria crossover patch. And I plan to be streaming as much of that as I can for as long as I can tomorrow. Save for, you know, real life things getting in the way. So yeah, I don't know when the patch is going to come out. I'm going to try to be ready for it either way. So, you know, I can't say I'm starting at this time, but keep your eyes open, your ears open. And yeah, come hang out. We'll be trying the Dryad, leveling her up, trying all the defenses, playing the new incursion, buying new weapons, all that fun stuff. I'm sitting here in awe at the bug fixes and confirming them, I guess, maybe as well. I don't know. Anyways, stream tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later it starts. And I wouldn't expect anything tonight. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Later.
silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.